This broadcast is for March 6, 2026, Japan time. Welcome to Samurai MLB Talk. Thank you very much for watching. This channel is a place where we explore the essence of humanity through the lens of baseball, through the way we watch the game, the spirit behind it, and the philosophy it reflects from a uniquely Japanese perspective. To our viewers in the English-speaking world, I truly hope you'll enjoy this dialogue about human nature as seen through the game of baseball. Your support means more than I can say. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Part 1, Yoshinobu Yamamoto and the Road to WBC 2026. Finally, the opening game of Samurai Japan against Taiwan is held tonight at 7 p.m. The starting pitcher for Samurai Japan is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The ace of the Dodgers now takes the mound as the ace of Samurai Japan today. It is truly something to look forward to. After the World Series ended, he spent a full month in the off-season. He rested his body, spent the beginning of the year in his hometown, and was very relaxed. Just like Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto has been managing his condition. By calculating backward from the end of the World Series toward this WBC. I understand there are media reports expressing concerns about his stamina. However, for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the plan for the WBC had already begun. Immediately after the conclusion of last year's World Series. Throughout the last season and the postseason, he delivered magnificent pitching. With his superhuman stamina and artistic pitching technique, Samurai Japan will surely achieve a smooth victory in this first WBC 2026 game against Taiwan. Part 2, the evolution of Shohei Ohtani as a hitter. In this tournament, Shohei Ohtani will not participate as a pitcher. However, I have absolutely no concerns. Why? Because Shohei Ohtani competing in the WBC exclusively as a hitter means he will recreate, in this short WBC period, his performance from the 2024 season, where he fought as a full-time designated hitter. Currently, his body is very healthy, and he is in good enough condition to pitch. Despite this, he will not take the mound in this WBC. It is likely that Shohei Ohtani himself wished to compete as a two-way player. But the Dodgers side has high expectations for him to fulfill the remaining 8 years of his long-term contract as a two-way player. Therefore, he had to tearfully accept the team's policy and made the decision not to play as a pitcher in this WBC. As I said before, Shohei Ohtani is physically very healthy. He is in a state where he could showcase his two-way skills. However, due to the circumstances mentioned, he will not pitch. It is the same as a mountaineer being told, don't climb that mountain because there is a risk of injury. Even though the peak is right before his eyes. Considering Shohei Ohtani's state of mind, I believe a considerable amount of stress has built up. He does not show his emotions on the surface, but inside. He must be fighting a level of stress we cannot even imagine. What happens to that stress? Everyone, please think about it. This is my view. By being in a healthy state to perform as a two-way player but being unable to pitch, the unicorn will feel that stress and evolve even further. He will transform into a hitter with incredible power and go on a rampage in the WBC. While he is a player who doesn't show emotion on the surface, he expresses his feelings to the fullest during play. In this WBC, will we see Shohei Ohtani roaring many times? Will we see Shohei Ohtani launching massive arches into the stands repeatedly? I cannot help but have high expectations for Shohei Ohtani. When the role of pitcher is removed from the two-way Shohei Ohtani, the power used for pitching shifts to Shohei Ohtani the hitter. It is easy to predict that he will produce more horsepower than even his usual two-way self. Starting today, we cannot take our eyes off the batting of the monster-like unicorn, Shohei Ohtani. He will surely deliver a performance that leads Samurai Japan to victory. Part 3, Defying Critics and the Path to Victory. Also, there was a concerning media report. The Japanese media outlet Baseball Channel featured an article reported by the American media outlet Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated reportedly shared the following view regarding Samurai Japan in this WBC. The 2026 WBC opens Wednesday night. This tournament is expected to be one of the most competitive in history. As multiple countries send their strongest rosters ever, the traditional power balance may be overturned. Samurai Japan may face its worst conclusion in history. Japan dominated the 2023 tournament, but the roster is slightly different this time. Ohtani is participating again but will not take the mound. While Yoshinobu Yamamoto is playing, he is the only one returning among the 5 starters from the previous tournament. With the pitching depth becoming thinner, a great deal of pressure will be placed on the lineup. While they will likely advance through Pool C, it is uncertain whether they have enough strength to reach the top 3 again. This is what Sports Illustrated reported. To be blunt, this is completely out of the question. Certainly, in terms of name value, the 2023 Samurai Japan pitching staff might look stronger. However, that is merely a matter of records and memories. Records and memories are stories of the past. Sports are unpredictable. Whether past results will be useful in today's game cannot be known until the game is actually played. Shohei Ohtani not playing as a pitcher this time might be a significant blow. But as I explained earlier, since Shohei Ohtani is not pitching, his power as a hitter doubles. In other words, the offensive power of Samurai Japan increases. Also, I think the reason for such a prediction for Samurai Japan is that there are many pitchers who are unknown to the American media. Let me say this, baseball is not a battle of name value. It is not a battle of total annual salary. It is a game of scoring points where players compete in baseball sense on the field. It is a sport. Anyone is free to make predictions, but in sports, no one knows the result until the game is over. Pitchers of Samurai Japan, be angry, and show them what you've got. Today's game against Taiwan is the perfect opportunity to pay back the debt from the Premier 12. I want to look forward to the performance of the pitchers who are being doubted, and the massive explosion of the unicorn, Shohei Ohtani. That is all for this time. Thank you very much.